We had a ridiculous catch, throw and double play that wasn't officially a double play on Sunday, and, yes, it involved Ramon Laureano, the rocket-armed center fielder for the Oakland Athletics. The catch, the throw, the backup. The most unreal double play you'll ever see face screaming in fear. Laureano did not receive credit for an assist on the play, as his throw was officially ruled a misplay, with the second out going 2-4 rather than 8-4. Anyway, it was still a crazy play and a reminder of Laureano's insane arm strength. He has 5 assists this season, and going back to his debut last year, he has 14 assists. In just 70 games and 584 innings, or just under half a season of full-time play. To put that total in perspective, the last player with 20 outfield assists in a season was Alex Gordon in 2011. Since 2000, only 4 outfielders have 20-plus assists: Richard Hidalgo, 2003, and Alfonso Soriano, 2006, with 22, Robert Fick with 21 in 2002, and Gordon. Those 4 were corner outfielders. The last center fielder with 20 assists was Andrew Jones in 1998. That seems to be the upper limit for outfield assists in modern baseball, in part, with more strikeouts and more home runs, there is simply less action that can lead to assists. That makes Laureano's assist total even more impressive. The last outfielder with 25 assists was Dave Parker with 26 in 1977 for the Pirates. And, yes, Parker's arm was legendary. Is Laureano on that level? He certainly has made several highlight reel throws early in his career, and the pure arm strength is obvious. In fact, his throw home on Rowdy Tellez's sacrifice fly in the 6th inning Sunday was clocked at 100.8 miles per hour, the fastest outfield throw this season. The Blue Jays won the game 5-4. 2 aspects must be considered when evaluating the value of an outfielder's arm: assists, or outfield kills, as some like to refer to them, and preventing base runners from advancing, such as going from first to third on a single. That part gets tricky because all outfields are not created equal. If you play left field at Fenway, it's certainly easier to hold a runner at second base on a base hit. Also, keep in mind that speed can help make up for arm strength, as a fast outfielder may get to a ball a step or two quicker. Still, the players with the most assists are generally those with the best arms. Gordon has a terrific arm and Hidalgo had a cannon. I can't say I remember anything about Fick's arm, and Soriano's was apparently better than advertised. In the defensive run save era since 2003, the players with the most runs saved via their arms in one season: Hidalgo, 2003-17; Soriano, 2007-14; Yoenis Cespedes, 2014-14; Gordon, 2011-13; Gerardo Parra, 2013-12; Leonys Martin, 2014-12. That's a pretty good proxy for the best arms of the past 20 years. Many would mention Ichiro Suzuki as well. He had a career high of 12 assists in 2003, when he was credited with 6 runs saved with his arm. I would say Ichiro's arm was a little overrated, very good, but not in the Parker, Jesse Barfield, Laureano category. Over his career, he held runners from taking an extra base 50.9% of the time while playing right field, compared to the MLB average of 46.7%. Anyway, Laureano's arm is a unique and wonderful weapon, enough to prop him up as a viable Gold Glove candidate, even if he doesn't have the raw speed of some other center fielders. Overall, he began the day with +3 defensive runs saved, +4 with his arm, trailing Kevin Kiermaier and Lorenzo Cain, +5, and Harrison Bader, +4, among center fielders. Speaking of Cain, who remarkably has never won a Gold Glove, he performed a little magic of his own on Sunday. Seriously, does anyone have any idea how this man still doesn't have gold on his glove? 3 of 4 from Brewers. Despite Cain's catch, the Dodgers won a wild game 6-5 on Cody Bellinger's home run in the 9th off Josh Hader. Endgame. pic.twitter.com/u3pnkg1r8c, Los Angeles Dodgers, @Dodgers, April 21, 2019. Quick thoughts on a fun series. 1. Fun to see Bellinger and Christian Yelich duke it out. Bellinger homered twice in the series to give him 11 for the season, and Yelich homered 4 times, including twice on Saturday. But it should have been 5 home runs, as Bellinger robbed him in the 8th inning. Not picked.twitter.com/JognFSD4E, Los Angeles Dodgers, @Dodgers, April 21, 2019 2. Remarkably, that's twice Yelich has been robbed already this season, as Mike Trout took one away earlier. And he's still hitting .353, .456, .859 with 13 home runs and 31 RBIs. Clayton Kershaw may have had the best approach against him on Sunday, walking Yelich with 1 out and nobody on in the first and again with 1 out and nobody on in the third. 3. Pretty solid effort from Kershaw, even with 4 walks in 6 innings. He allowed just 2 hits and induced 17 swing and misses, his most since opening day of 2018. He sat 89-91 with his fastball, averaging 90.1 miles per hour, a small tick up from 89.8 in his first start. Can Kershaw still be effective with that fastball? Sure. I think there is going to be a trade-off here. He's probably going to walk more batters because he'll be throwing more breaking balls and be less likely to challenge hitters with a fastball in a hitter's count. But the guy knows how to pitch and he can throw his curveball and slider in the zone. Limiting home runs will be key, especially if he has just walked a batter. He's probably a 6-inning pitcher at this point. It's not peak Cy Young level Kershaw, but he's going to win games. 4. That is, assuming the Dodgers bullpen doesn't blow them, as happened on Sunday, when the Brewers tied it on Eric Thames' 3-run homer in the 8th off Kenley Jansen. The Dodgers bullpen remains somewhat unsettled. It ranks 20th in the majors with a 4.81 ERA and entered Sunday ranked 25th in win probability added. That will go down after the combined blown save from Pedro Baez and Jansen. 5. The Dodgers did beat Hader twice in the series, with Bellinger's home run just the second Hader has allowed to a left-handed hitter in 141 career innings. Anthony Rizzo got him last year. It was also the first time Hader has allowed a home run in 3 straight appearances. I don't see a reason to be overly concerned about Hader just yet. Other than the 3 home runs in 12 innings, all his other numbers are better than last season. He made a couple of mistakes and the Dodgers made him pay. Red Sox sweep Rays. The most important result of the weekend was undoubtedly the Red Sox winning all 3 games in Tampa, including Sunday's 4-3 win in 11 innings. The Red Sox began the series 8 games back, so a sweep in the other direction would have meant an 11-game deficit. Trailing by 5 games and heading back to Fenway for a 10-game homestand gives the Red Sox some good vibes for the first time. June Lee has more from Tampa. Tough times in Metsville. Jacob deGrom missed his start this weekend with a barking elbow and was placed on the injured list, although it felt better after treatment and he might not need an MRI. So we'll wait and see on this situation. Meanwhile, the Mets lost deGrom's game on Saturday as the Cardinals roughed up spot starter Chris Flexen, and then Noah Syndergaard scuffled again on Sunday in a 6-4 loss, allowing 8 hits and 6 runs in 5 innings. A couple of the runs were unearned, but Syndergaard labored through 93 pitches. He's 1-2 with a 5.90 ERA in 5 starts, and while his peripheral numbers remained strong other than a .355 BABIP, he has struggled with runners on base, which might just be related to the BABIP, bases empty, .209, .274, .343 runners on, .356, .375, .556 RISP, .370, .379, .519 batters are hitting .339, .377, .518 against his fastball. He has to do better. Will the last person left standing please bat for the Yankees, with Aaron Judge the 13th player on the injured list for the Yankees after suffering a significant oblique injury. 6 of the 9 possession players in Aaron Boone's opening day lineup did not play in Sunday's 7-6 victory over the Royals. Despite all the injuries, the Yankees went 5-1 during the week against the Red Sox and Royals. Clint Frazier has been huge, blasting his 6th home run. Up goes Frazier. Up goes Frazier. Up goes Frazier. Pic.twitter.com/BFPCMSDCMD, New York Yankees, @Yankees, April 21, 2019. James Paxton also became the first Yankees pitcher with 12 strikeouts and no runs allowed in consecutive starts. David Cone is the only other with at least 12 strikeouts in consecutive games, regardless of runs allowed. The bullpen, however, blew Paxton's 5-0 lead when the Royals scored 6 in the 8th. So aside from all the injuries, Boone has to be a little worried about the bullpen, especially Chad Green, who has allowed 10 runs in 7 1/3 innings. The Yankees are 15th in bullpen ERA, but given all the injuries in the lineup and a thinner rotation, the Yankees really need the bullpen to be lights out as they wait for everyone to get healthy. Random thoughts off the weekend. A few more notes. Wild won in Arlington as the Rangers nearly blew a 10-1 lead in beating the Astros 11-10. Sean Kelly fanned Robinson Chirinos with the bases loaded to end it. The Rangers scored 20 runs in winning the final 2 games of the series. Joey Gallo has been terrific so far with a .281, .382, .734 line and 8 home runs. He even hit the first sacrifice fly of his career. If he can hit even .250 instead of .206, he becomes one of the top weapons in the league with his power .30 for 30. ESPN's award-winning documentary series. Watch on ESPN. Tough injury for Matt Shoemaker, who was off to a good start with the Blue Jays. He tore an ACL and is out for the season. He had been possible trade bait if he had continued to pitch well. After going 0-6 at home against the Astros and Indians, the Mariners rebounded to take 3 of 4 in Anaheim. They bashed 14 more home runs in the 4 games, giving them 56 in 25 games. That's more than what the 79 Astros, 49, or 75 Angels, 55 hit all season. Good to see Byron Buxton continuing to hit. He has 12 doubles in Minnesota's 19 games. As Aaron Gleeman pointed out on Twitter, that's tied for the most doubles since 1960 in the team's first 19 games. Start the Web watch. How about John Gray with 1 hit and no runs allowed against the Phillies at Coors? That's 3 excellent starts in a row. The first 2 were at San Francisco and San Diego, so pitching well against one of the better lineups at Coors is a good sign that maybe Gray finally will have that big season we've been waiting for.